$8.5 billion. That's a whole lot of cash taken from taxpayers. We spoke to some of them here on the streets, and well, they're pretty upset and think the state could have done a better job. The COVID-19 pandemic caused problems all over the place, including the state's unemployment office. A new report shows Michigan paid out nearly $8.5 billion in fraudulent unemployment claims. Most of that money, $8.1 billion to $8.25 billion, or 97% of it, according to the report paid to fraudsters, was federally funded. And as much as $249 million, or nearly 3% of it, was state funds. And according to a 2020 report, some of the fraud detectors were removed in the beginning of the pandemic to quickly get benefits out to people. Since the report, the UIA took steps to fix that. But the report says it was a contributing factor to the fraud.
I think everything was rushed. Maybe unemployment was given out too quickly without people paying attention. The state probably could have done more to be more organized about it so that it wasn't so easy for fraudulent behavior to happen.
And like other states, Michigan faced attacks on their unemployment systems. Representative Stephen Johnson calling for a bipartisan investigation.
Going forward, the House Oversight Committee is going to do a joint hearing with the Senate Oversight Committee to look into this further, to see what actions led to this, what could have been done to stop this.
According to the state, about 54 Michiganders have been charged with unemployment fraud, but that number is expected to grow. Most of the cases involved identity theft. The suspects would file false claims, take ATM cards to the bank, and then withdraw the cash, using it to live lavish lifestyles, buy designer items, and more. We reached out to the UIA for comment and asked if they could find out who did this, and they said, quote, the UIA can eventually seek restitution, which is repayment of unemployment benefits a claimant was not entitled to receive. The UIA spokesperson also pointed out that, quote, anti-fraud efforts cut the rate cases involving imposter fraud and intentional misrepresentation to only 0.57%.
Can't say I necessarily blame anybody at the state, just because I think it was a panic. Just like everything shutting down for a long time was a bit of a we don't know what's going on. I wouldn't feel comfortable pointing any fingers, but it's certainly a shame that we wasted that kind of money.
Now, we have reached out to the State Attorney General's office for comment, along with the U.S. Attorney's office for comment regarding this fraud. They did not get back to us, but if you do find yourself a victim of fraud, you need to report it. Reporting in downtown Detroit, I'm Peter Maxwell, 7 Action News.